Okay, we're doing my second test, so I'm going to turn on my iViewer. So you can see that with the universal cushion, my eyes are seeing a lot better than the custom cushion. Let me roll this guy up. I can't even see the white cursor. I don't know where it is. So, okay, so we're going to, and maybe it's because of the profile that I'm using. So, all right, so we will turn you off. And I'll click on redo enrollment. So we're gonna redo the enrollment with my my universal cushion. And I'm about the same position. And I am moving my head. So explain to me why it thought I was not moving my head. And it said I was too far. What a touchy thing. So it says step 1 complete. I assume it's okay. Keep it green in the very edges of my field of view. Step 2 complete. Side to side. That didn't say complete. Interesting. Maybe it doesn't. Close my eyes. Okay, got much better. Open my eyes. So we won't close the enrollment window. But this is what's so frustrating about this. Um, if at the steps it says it's complete, and if it goes through this process here and doesn't give you any faults, then should it not work? My experience is it doesn't matter if this all completes. It still may not work. And if that's true, why? And how do you make it work? What do you have to do? What am I doing wrong if it's something that I'm doing incorrectly? What is that? So that's why I was gonna do these two different videos. One with the cut my custom gasket, and then one with the universal gasket. As far as I see, the universal gasket shows my eyes much, much, much better, but it doesn't seem to matter. And I really need an answer to why is that true? What is up with that? How much better would it have to see than my eyes for this to actually work? Where the white cursor, the white cross doesn't dance all over the place with very, very little reference to where my eyes are actually looking. So the other thing is it's using both eyes by the best of my knowledge. Is one eye off? I mean, I don't know. Okay, we're done. So we'll close this window. And I can't open that one. So click on this. We'll wait for there to be a space there. That basically says that it's the new there's a new version there. So this is the one that with my custom cushion. But we're just trying to figure out like what's going on here. Yeah, when I'm looking at this red circle, and that cross is way up there, but the one that's selected is for my custom cushion, so that probably makes sense, I guess. All right, I can see a little space here, so I'm going to slide this down. There we go. So 2%. So you can see that cross is way over there, but more than likely it's related to, you have to do a different enrollment for every configuration, I guess would be the right term to use. No. I am certainly very, very frustrated that this has to be this difficult. And what I was probably more surprised is that I didn't see any videos showing this whole process. I didn't see any. So I figured I know how to make videos. I stream, so making videos is pretty easy. And so I just figured I'd just make a couple of videos, throw them up on YouTube. See what kind of response I get. Really curious. Mm-hmm. because the next version of X-Plane is going to support, so it's going to support VRS. VRS demands you, at least in X-Plane, it needs eye tracking. And then another thing it's supporting is gaze. Gaze, best I can tell, gaze is related to where is the headset looking, not where your eyes are looking, but where it's a headset looking, so it's different. And kind of important if I have a eye-tracked headset that I be able to use it with, X-Plane, because one of the Laminar Research developers, he has a Bigscreen Beyond 2E. Actually, he was going to get a regular one, and because of this upcoming update, he basically changed his from a regular one to a 2E. And so we've been chatting back and forth, and but at no point, excuse me, at no point have I seen what he's seeing, so I figured I'd go ahead and make a couple of videos here and get them up on YouTube and go from there. See, basically record the whole process. I mean, start off with showing what my eyes look like, and kind of what the what this alignment tool showing, and then after I'm all done, and downloaded it locally, then what does it look like then? So, because I can tell, like when I'm looking right now, that cursor's way up here. It's almost above this desktop, like way off, way off. So, yeah, it's waiting for it to do its thing. And there's 90, getting close. So 28, 12, 24. Okay. Mm-hmm. The other thing that seems different, if I remembered on a previous version, it used to say model. I don't say anywhere here where whether I'm on cloud or on download, does it ever say model. I don't know why. Alrighty. So it's downloading the model. So since it says downloading, that's one here, 1224. I assume that's the cloud. So if I click on this, that should be the downloaded. So I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference between the my custom cushion and the universal cushion. It's kind of funny when I'm talking. Every once in a while, that cross will be right in the center. That is nuts. It's only if I'm talking. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. That's hilarious. So every once in a while, that cross is right there in the center. But I mean, it's like, so let me loosen up the back strap here. The other problem I run into is if I push it up too much, then it goes gray. Right now, it appears like it's far enough away that it's not on. So I had to push it in a little bit. And I tend not to like to run mine too tight. If I have to run it tight for eye tracking, I will not be using eye tracking on a Bigscreen Beyond 2E. That is a given. If that's what's necessary, that just is not going to happen. So the other thing is what I'm wondering is there an issue that I may need that link booster to kind of get this better? I don't know that. I have asked the question in the ticket I have open, but I've not received a response for that. So the cross is generally above a little bit to the left. But then every once in a while, it actually will jump from there to the bottom, to underneath the text. It's like, that's a pretty big jump. Is my eyes actually doing that? I don't think so, but we can look. Trying to find my, there it is. So, turn you on. Pull this down. So now we have my eyes. So from the cross, it says my eyes are looking way above that red circle, but I'm not. I'm looking right at it. And to me, that's a pretty good picture of my eyes. The pupils are clear. You can actually see the two IR. You can actually see them right on my eyes. It's like, what else do you need? I have no idea. I have no idea. Because I assume those two white dots, I assume that's what they are. Those are the infrared guys. But that white cursor is way above it. Way above it. But so is the filters. So are the filters. Don't know. I'm puzzled. Puzzled and disappointed. Both. Both. The only good thing is in X-Plane I can run this thing at 3560 by 3560 on my 5090 with an i9 13900K. And I with my first Bigscreen Beyond, Bigscreen Beyond 1, that was the first time I was able to actually use glass cockpits. I was always a steam gauge because I couldn't get a glass cockpit sharp enough. The Bigscreen Beyond 1 allowed me to do that. Once I got my 5090, and I was running that one at around 3000 by 3000. Once I got my 5090, then I could run it at 3560 by 3560, and the G1000 is sharp, very sharp. I don't need the foveated rendering at all. I can run it. I can run the whole. I can run it all at full res. So I think I'm about done here. Yeah. Loosen this up a little bit again. Just need to know, is that normal? I cannot get it lined up. But the white cross is just jumping all over the place. And I'm trying to look at the circle and look at my eyes at the same time. And I don't see my eyes jumping around like that white cross is. I just don't. I'm going to move that down just a little bit more. I want it right about there. So I can look. Yeah. So when I'm looking at that red circle, those white dots, they aren't moving. They are not moving. The white cross is, with those white dots, I'm just looking straight ahead. Or not straight ahead, straight down. Down a little bit. Pretty right way to put it. They're not moving. They are absolutely not moving. So I need some answers. This is the only way I know how to get them. Stop recording.